What's going on, you guys? With you guys, it's Chancellor Big Dog back with another one take review. And today I got one for Loki episode 2 variants. I think that's what it's called. This one was a little bit more. I ain't gonna even say informational, because I'm still sitting here trying to rack my brain around what happened. I've only actually seen the episode once. I also excuse the setting. I'm not at home right now, obviously. So I was just thinking about this episode, and I'm just like, what exactly am I to take from this episode? Because there are a couple of different things we get to just kind of wondering. One, you might be possibly wondering, like, are the timekeepers even real? If Agent Mobius has never seen them, it's kind of one of those things like you start wondering, are they real? But that's also a question like you have Loki asking, in a sense, in this way. It's just like pretty much what the timekeepers do, you know what I'm saying? Making sure like the timeline stays in order to the inevitable end. Even though it's like, what end is there? It's like, we don't know. We'll get there when we get there type deal. And it's like, Loki like, bro, you think that makes sense what you're saying? But then these questions Loki like, yo, tell me who you are, where you're from. Like when you say and it's just a concept I think everybody can kind of wrap their heads around. Everybody has something that they believe in, and it may not sound right to others, but to you it makes sense. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, what do you think happens when you die? And you tell somebody, he's like, go to heaven, I go to hell. What makes sense? What sense does that make? A place where peaceful people go? I mean, a place great for everybody, and another place that's terrible for people. Like, what sense does that make to a lot of people? It's kind of hard to explain. You know, do you believe it or you don't? Okay, this is what it is. So it's pretty much the situation in which they're in, and they're still trying to find out who this variant. Well, this Loki different variant, and we see different other types of Lokis in this. You have the frost giant one. You have like a Hulk version of Loki, the tennis player, which I'm just like, is that the famous tennis player that used to like get mad at people and like cuss a lot? Is that it? Anyway, this is neither here nor there. So you just watching and looking at these concepts, and then ultimately Loki comes up with the thing as he's going through like basically like what happens with him, and you see the destruction of Asgard, Ragnarok, obviously. And he's like, hey, there was no variance that occurred during that. Bright idea. This person can be hanging out at apocalyptic or extinction level events because nothing matters to you. Well, nothing matters because it's all going to be destroyed, which makes a bunch of sense. Because they even test out this theory. Now, listen, there are ways you can get around this and be like, oh, no, that wouldn't make sense because something would change. There are ways definitely change, right? But for the sake of the show, it's just like, no, these people, they go test it out. Loki's doing everything he can. But like, hey, probably going to Pompeii and, they just wiped out, right? So now Owen Wilson's thinking, Mobius, my bad. Mobius is thinking like, okay, maybe this guy got an idea. We got to start putting stuff together, when, where, all of these different things, right? And he does. And they do. And they come to the conclusion, because, Kablooey, they think about when that's, you know what I'm saying, formed, or when that's made, and when it's sold, and it's, like, what's the best time in which they can, like, go look for them? And they find one, okay? They find one. And, of course, Loki is there, who we end up discovering is Lady Loki. Pretty much everybody knew that, except for your boy. I didn't know. I legitimately knew it wasn't the Loki that we knew. I just didn't know what version of Loki it was until B. Avery, Lamont, E-Man, all those guys told me, and everybody else was like, it's Lady Loki, dude. Obviously. My bad. Okay, I know nothing about Lady Loki, not even, because this episode don't really give me anything other than the fact that Lady Loki knows, hey, I'm pretty much superior to you. We still don't know how Lady Loki knows all the stuff that she knows. It's still a lot to uncover, but she pretty much just stalled it, and now she had the little time. What did I call them? I'm gonna call them time lamps, because this is what they look like. The time sent them to different timelines, and just now we have so many different events going off course. I mean, so many. Apparently, Lady Loki's really been stacking up. Really been stacking up. But a couple things. Well, and then she ends up leaving, and Loki leaves with her, which I'm kind of wondering, why did she leave the door open for Loki? Does she know something that she can tell Loki that's going to help him? I'm still a little bit confused. Like, this episode to me was more of a transitional type episode. Like, we got where we're going at. Well, we got the introduction, and then we see what this episode is going at. But it's just basically like leading us on to like what's the next event to happen, which is basically a lot, because sacred timeline is fucked. Okay, it's done. You know, there's no way they can handle all these different events at once. So I don't know if Lady Loki is trying to get at the timekeepers, or what's her whole ordeal in the first place. You have Loki leaving with her. You have Agent Mobius, it's kind of like don't know what to think. And my whole thing is like, he shouldn't technically get in trouble for what's about to happen, because it wouldn't make sense, considering this stuff was going to happen regardless. It's not like they pushed it up or anything. Like, this was going to happen regardless. They could have been sitting back at the TVA, and this event was still going to happen, and they still wouldn't have been able to do nothing about this. At least this way, they have Loki on the inside, who possibly still wants an audience with the timekeeper, so he might be on that side in a sense. But you never know about Loki, because the beginning of this episode, which I thought was very, very excellent, him manipulating the TVA to like try to basically get what we want, and Agent Mobius like, oh, he's lying, y'all, let's go. Because I actually was like, I'm slow. I thought Loki was being truthful. No, I know. Yeah, he'll be done deceive me, and got me killed or something. So yeah, so I truly don't know exactly what to expect. Like, this is an episode, I feel like if I watched it over, I'll be able to understand some things, but not fully grasp them still. Because there are still certain things I just don't know, okay? But that's fine. I think that's one of the best parts about it, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing everything and all the theories and speculation that people come up with. I'm not really that guy. I'm kind of just along for the ride as of right now, until I'm able to get enough things together to really formulate an opinion on something. So overall, episode was still good, and like I said, I'm more excited to see like what's about to happen with like Lady Loki and Loki and the destinies and the timeline, and like what's not gonna have to step in there at some point, like, right? This is like, unless y'all don't do that. Like, what if y'all don't do that? What do the timekeepers do? Like, what do y'all do? Y'all just assign people to do stuff. Like, what it? So yeah, I'm excited to see, bro. You guys let me know what y'all thought about this episode down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys are staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.